What's up, everybody? We're live. Hello. You guys have never seen this area before. That's because it's brand new. I have a new setup, a new leatherworking setup, and it's really nice. It's the same desk, but it's just I'm inside now, and I'm able to spread out a little bit more. This is what I used to cut my leather on. It's like 1 foot by 10 inches or something. This is what I just got, this big old cutting pad, and it's life-changing. What's up, Marco? What's up, Drew? El Cap, how's it going, man? Just figured I'd do a little bit of leather and do a live. I'm hopefully doing a slip drop this weekend. That was the first cut on my new mat. Bob, what's up, Bob? There's some slips I'm gonna have. I'm bringing back the Holy slips. They're brown Puebla with red stitching. Got 5 of those. And then I got some natural sandwich construction with red thread and honeycomb. And I got only 2 of those. But I'm going to have more of this this same kind of style, but with different patterns on it. And I think I'm going to dye them. I don't know. Do you guys like the natural, or do you guys prefer like a brown or like an actual color? I think the natural looks really good after patinas, but you gotta I don't love it when you first get it. It's a little too clean looking. I don't know. Ghost leather. I don't think I have any left. I need some more. It's been really hard to find ghost leather for some reason. The last time I was trying to get some, the usual place where I get my leather, Rocky Mountain Leather Supply, does not carry it anymore, or maybe they're out. I don't know. For whatever reason, they don't have it anymore, which really sucks. And it's not easy to find. I had to order some from England. No, that was lent to me by a friend. It's badass though. It's pretty fucking sweet. I don't know how much. I gotta ask how much he paid for that. How much does he charge for reblades? I guess I could just ask him. But yeah, I think I'm gonna make some more of the natural and then just dye them. I have this nice brown dye that might look kind of cool. What is that? Maybe. Depends how expensive they are. I'd like to. What's up, Steven? What's up with you guys? What's been new? What's new? I've been carrying my new Microtech all week. My new big boy Combat Troodon. You know, for how big it is, it really carries in your pocket well because it's thin. You know. Truth be told, I can see your message. No, there are still some strops up on there. There are still strops available. I don't know how many, but more than one. So yeah, they're still up there. I think I made 14 total, and I think I sold 8 or something like that. The drift. See, I didn't see that they dropped, but I did see that they were planning on dropping them. Kydex sheets like to get wrapped in leather and have a belt clip put in via rivet. I've never done that, so I'm gonna say probably not, because it's not. I'm not familiar with it, and I kind of have my hands full with slips and sheaths and wallets and stuff. Leave the natural leather outside in the sun. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. I should try that. The drift seat does look cool. It's I don't know too much about it. It's the same size as the original drift, right? But it's just contoured scales with a a middle clip instead of the wire clip. The job's going good, man. Yeah, I just finished my first test, my first welding test. So they started me out at it was a little bit of a pay increase from my last job, a couple bucks. But they wanted me to pass a few welding tests before they jumped me up to where I want to be, pay wise. So I'm working on the welding tests. I just finished my first one today. It was a horizontal metal core wire, and I'd never really used metal core wire. Apparently, it's kind of a newer thing. But there's no slag like flux core. It's pretty cool, actually. It's really, really hot. You run it really fast, and we'll see. Tomorrow, I'm going to cut it up and then do the bend test on them and see how I did. I think I did pretty good. Oh, and it's got bearings. That's right. Yeah. Yeah. Thanks, man. Thanks for asking. Should I do 3 of these? Yeah, I'll do 3 of these. Yeah, it's a fab shop. Yeah. Not a lot of well, pipe as far as handrails and stuff, but not like oil pipe. More like it's more structural. We do a lot of like big structural beams that go into buildings. Chad Neal knives. Okay, yeah. Is it fixed blades or folders? Folders, cool. Man, has anyone seen that new Mavericks Customs folder? That thing is wild. I wanted to know more about it. It's got some kind of crazy flipper mechanism. It's got a spring in it. I've never seen anything like it. I've never heard anything like it. He posted a video of it. Let me try to pull it up. I don't know. Are they planning on making them and selling them? I'm assuming they are. See that weird right angle corner on the where the flipper tab would be? That apparently is a flipper tab, but it does it's not a regular flipper tab. Let me turn the sound on. Hang on. Isn't that sick? Go. Oh, and it's an integral too. But Yeah, go watch their Instagram and to get a better look at it. But it's not an automatic because you can also do a regular thumb flick with thumb studs. So I don't know. I can't figure out what's going on there. Oh, wait a minute. I guess I didn't watch the full video. Look at this. So the bolster rotates. What the hell? Oh, I love it. I really want one. I really want one. I'm assuming they're going to be, like $1,000 probably, right? The NFF. Is that the name of it? $2K, you think so? I'm not too familiar with their knives. What do their knives usually go for? Actually, I can't even really think of any other of their knives. What other knives do they have? Oh yeah, okay, I recognize this one. Yeah, it's mostly just really, really high-end stuff with like Damascus and super fancy materials. But this one looked a little bit more plain, so maybe it will be a little more affordable. I don't know. Stan Wilson's non-flipper flipper opening. Okay, so that's the NFF. Huh? Interesting. I'm assuming Stan Wilson is another custom knife maker. Well, whatever it is, however much it is, I want it. Well, that should be too. Yeah, the Lush is pretty cool. If I remember correctly, um, the top flipper method wasn't great. It wasn't like super easy to flick from the top flipper. Um, that's just what I remember. But the reverse flick I think was pretty good from what I remember. It's a good looking knife too. And yeah, that finish with the denim looks pretty cool. Also, yeah, I think it's a different OEM than his last ones too, so it could be completely different. Yeah, it could be. The action could be totally different. I haven't really kept up with Devo. You know what they've been up to. Have they had any other new releases? No, but I also haven't my Mojave lock bar. I also haven't got carried it that much or used it that much. Um, it's interesting. MachineWise actually messaged me and said, "Hey, we saw your video and we've actually made some changes on our new Mojaves. Would you like to check one out?" So I think they're sending me one to look at, an updated one. So I'm very curious to see if that lock bar issue has been fixed in the new ones. I'm assuming that's what he was talking about. But he literally said we made some changes because of your video. Like, I feel like that's probably not true, but maybe he's just kind of fluffing me up. I don't know. Who knows? I hadn't heard anyone else mention that lock bar thing. So maybe what was the issue? It was the interface between the lock bar and the tang of the blade. It was like almost like a 90-degree cut. So when the lock bar came in, it was able to like move over almost all the way over. Usually they're angled like this, so it can't. But this one was almost like a 90, so it could almost go all the way over and pop out the other side. You had the same issue? Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure they were all like that. It should be an easy fix. It's just like the lock bar. Well, no. They would have to change the angle on the actual tang of the blade. And maybe a little bit on the lock bar insert too. I don't know. I don't really know exactly how it works. Top 5 knife of the year? I don't know. I haven't really bought that many knives this year, so it would have to be just out of the knives that I bought. I'm sure there's a lot of great knives that I just missed or couldn't afford or whatever. Off the top of my head, definitely the Fiel and my Hawk Talon, for sure. Did the Talon come out this year? I think the Talon came out this year. Did it? I don't know. The Fiel definitely did. That would be a tough one between those two. I really like both of them a lot. Thoughts on Jack Wolf knives lately? Regarding what? I mean, I know he's done some collaborations. Like he just did one with the Backwoods chick. I didn't like that design at all. I didn't like the look of that knife. He did like some more entry level, more affordable knives. I think he called them like the Steel series or something like that. I never got to try one. So, yeah, it definitely seemed like the Jack Wolf hype kind of went down. I think he's trying too many different things. He did the Fix EDC stuff, and then the collabs, and then the Steel series, and then there was another like entry level thing that he did. It seemed maybe he spread himself too thin. I don't know. Gateway series that's what it was called. What a talent! Yeah, I would say I mean, I've seen Talons go for crazy prices. On the secondary, I wouldn't pay that much, but for what I paid, yeah, absolutely worth it. I think it was, I don't know, I can't remember, around $900. The Scuffle, what is that one? I always thought that he was releasing new knives too quickly. Like it would be like some hype around one of his new knives, and then it would seem like in like 2 weeks there would be another one. It's like I don't know. It just seemed like it was going too fast. I don't know. Yeah, my favorite leather cutting knife still is the Hedgehog. Freaking love it. What's up, Austin? It's just got the best shape for cutting leather. It's super thin, You get pressure right behind the tip right there. It's just awesome. I need to give it a sharpen. I've just been stropping it ever since I've owned this. I really only use this much of it, you know, like just a 1/4 inch at the very tip. But I think I've stropped it to the point where it, you know, it won't come back with a strop anymore. It needs a real sharpen. No, I haven't, and that is a pretty good testament to the M390 here. I have never sharpened this with stones. And this has been my leather knife ever since I started doing leather. So, I mean, I strap it a lot, but come in. The Scuffle was a collaboration with Nick Rogers. Was it a fixed blade? So yeah, basically this is, I'm not in the garage anymore for my leatherworking. This is our extra bedroom that was previously occupied by a roommate. He moved out, and we decided to absorb the cost and just use it for like a crafts and storage room. So, so yeah, it's kind of nice. Yeah, it's a new room. Yeah, I'll show you. Here's my little desk here, and then there's a puzzle that we're working on. There's my girlfriend's desk. There's Floki, and then my other roommate's stuff over there. He's an artist, and yeah. Combat Troodon is pretty sweet. It is massive. It's larger than I thought it would be. And I'm just not used to owning and carrying a knife that big. It just feels weird to me because I'm not used to it. But like I said earlier, it carries really well because it's it's a pretty thin thing. You know, the blade is completely in the handle. It's not like a folder where you have the handle and then the blade width as well. So it really carries in your pocket really well. You don't notice that it's this big thing. And it actually cuts really surprisingly well. I actually broke down some cardboard the other day. And it was, I mean, it wasn't like, my TRM Shadow or anything, but it was pretty good. Way better than the Ultratech that I used to have. Because it is it is a wider blade. Because it is a larger OTF, they can fit a wider blade in there, you know. So I'm very, very pleasantly surprised. Put a clip on my slip. Put a clip on my slip. I could, yeah. I have clips. I don't know, at least for me, I don't know why you would really want one. But yeah, I could do that. I'll show off the slips again. I'm aiming for a leather drop this weekend. And so far I have some of these holy slips. Gosh, the lighting is pretty bad here. Ow, that's hot. I'll show a picture later. It's basically, it's the holy slip, you know. What is going on with this reflection? What is going on? Here, hold on. There we go. It's the brown with the holes. So you'll see your your knife in there. But it won't get scratched because it's still down in there, unless you got like a, I don't know, like a pen or something else in your pocket that gets down in there. I don't know. It's pretty unlikely, but it could happen, I guess. So, I got 5 of those, and then some of these natural ones with honeycomb and red, and got 2 of those, and that's it so far. Don't like stuff flopping in the pocket. All right, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah. Where am I? Let me see. Where's my clips? Oh yeah. Those are the clips I use. Deep carry. Sharice Aurelia. I've never tried one of those. Yeah, I've never tried one. If you get one, maybe you could lend it to me. Speaking of lending, I'm kind of, since I'm not buying as many knives anymore, I am relying more heavily on viewers lending me things to review. So if anyone has a cool knife you think that I would like to check out, and you're willing to send it to me, hit me up. Cool. Thanks, man. Metal Complex is a dick. He is literally a dick. I don't know, I've never interacted with him. Is there like Metal Complex hate happening right now? What is happening in the knife community? What are you chewing on? What's up, Robert? I need to get a better tool for rounding my corners. I believe that they have some type of little like punch or deal to round corners, so I don't have to do it like manually. I have to look into that. It takes a lot of time. Punch or half round chisel, yeah. Yeah, that's what I need. You know, I was just thinking, since this is my favorite leatherworking knife, and I never close it. I never fold it up because it's always at my desk here. How about a fixed blade hedgehog? Ooh, I would buy that. I would buy that. Austin, you still in here? Or just make one. Just make one for me. I want to get out now? Yeah, it's the hedgehog, yeah. A Demco sax, that would be awful. Mini areas. Yeah, I think I did have a mini areas on the channel. That was a while ago. Did you end up doing that trade? I mean, even though I don't ever fold this up, the walk and talk on the hedgehog is legendary. So good. What'd you trade for it again? Rosie? Edge paint? No, I've never tried that. I just I put this on, this burnishing gum, and then I hit it with this, and then I buff it with some canvas, and that brings it gets the shine. But no, I've never tried the paint. Ooh, tie scales for your Adam. Nice. Hell yeah. From TRM or from like a secondary? That was a long time ago. That was a big moment for the channel. All right, that was the last one. Yeah, you were you won the TRM that I give away on my channel. That was the first time that a company had ever sent me a knife for free for a giveaway, or a knife that was like that nice, you know. That blew me away. They just reached out and said, "Hey, we want to give you an Atom to give away on your channel." I was like, "What? Me?" I don't know what I'm going to do with these. Maybe you guys can help me decide. I want to put some kind of stamp on them. They're going to be sandwich construction, so they're going to be stitched all the way around like these. I'll show you the options. I have the elk. I have the bird. I have the rose, which is a favorite. I have the battle axes. I have Mjolnir. And I have the honeycomb, but we won't do that because we just did it on the other ones. And I got this. This is kind of a cool one. It's like a Nordic twisty knot border deal. But it's kind of hard to line up because it only comes in this small section and you have to like line it up perfectly one after the other. There's that, and then also it's hard to like get around the corner. Like I started this one and then I got down here and I was like, wait, how am I gonna get over, how am I gonna do the bottom? So I don't know, I still gotta mess with that one. American, yeah, I do have an American flag one too. What do you guys think? The bird. Yeah, that one looks pretty cool. The bird or the rose. Yeah, the rose is pretty popular. Maybe I'll do the rose. I'm probably going to make some more, so maybe I'll do a few with the rose and then a few with the bird. Let me do a tester stamp here. Where's my This one always comes out kind of faint because there's like a lot of surface area. So it's hard to get it like deep in there, but it looks pretty good. Yeah, maybe I'll do that one. Actually, I'll leave that there. Also really hard to line back up if you want to do another whack. I have leather dye. This would work better if I got the leather wet, but I'm not doing that. It's kind of a hassle. That was a good one. Cool. Now it's time to glue them up. Or wait, no, I still got to do. I should do my Made in USA stamp on the back. Yeah, the extended Lord of the Rings versions in theaters. Absolutely. Fucking yeah. I mean, obviously, I've already seen the extended versions many times, but never in theater. Did I ever see Lord of the Rings in the theater? I might have seen Return of the King in theater. I can't remember. I don't remember the years that they came out. I might have been a little. No, I wasn't too young. No. I can't remember. I do remember seeing Star Wars in theaters. Not the original trilogy, but Phantom Menace, Attack of the Clones. Those were big. I think the last movie I saw in theater was anyone see Good Boy? It's a horror movie filmed from the perspective of a dog, and it's really good. Pretty scary, actually. Smelling this stuff brings back memories of getting high for the first time. Building model airplanes with my grandpa. And I got a little too close to the glue. I started getting really lightheaded. And I was like, I feel weird. My grandpa was like, just go outside, get some fresh air, you'll be fine. I think you just, I think it's the paint fumes. Original Star Wars. Yeah, that must have been pretty cool to see in theaters. I didn't see any of the new Star Wars in theaters because they mostly suck ass. I have watched all of them, but definitely wouldn't, take the time or pay the money to go see them in a theater. Yeah, I don't know who likes the new Star Wars. Definitely not like OG Star Wars fans. Definitely don't. Maybe young kids who didn't really grow up with the previous films. Maybe they like it. But yeah, and I'm not even like a crazy Star Wars nerd or anything like that. But I do like the original ones, the original six. Leather slapjacks that hold quarters. Um, no, I haven't thought of it, but it would be kind of cool. Is that what they're called? Slapjacks? For holding like coins. Yeah. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. All right, that's it. I'm gonna go eat dinner. Thanks for hanging out, guys. I will see you later.